Good evening, friendos. It's time for Quest for Semi-Glory. Back to Lorelei and the Laser Eyes tonight. We made some pretty decent progress last time. We're up to 90-some% truth, right? Yeah, 92.7% truth. Okay, so we do have a couple things. A couple things that I know that I can go at least check out. I think for that we need to go back to not the mirror maze thing that we're just outside of here, but the other lady in the window maze thing, which I believe is on the 3rd floor. So let's get our butts up there. And I think our place in that particular maze is saved pretty close to where I want to be. So let's go to it. We have to check out, I've got it written down. We need an answer to one more of the other maze questions, which was, let's see. Where did I write this one? Oh, there. The number of statues by the Minotaur in the lower part of the maze. So I'm hoping I know pretty much where that's at. I think I do. Because we're at the center right now, and I need to take the, You know what, while we're here, let's check this thing out. I still have no idea what any of this means. Like, I have a feeling this has to do with the tiles of the maze itself, right? Because there's 9 slots arranged in a 3x3 grid, and I imagine it's, the triangle, the open square, and then the kind of 3D square mean different things about the tiles, but I just don't know what that translates to just yet. We'll have to think about that a bit. But I think the stairs to the lower bit is over in the south. Oh no, there's just one here, actually. Where in the world? How do I get to that? Need to be down. Need to be down somehow, and I have no idea. Oh, I think I know. We need to be. Need to come back the other way, I think. So just kind of take pull a quick U-banger there, and then we go down here. Okay. Statues by the Minotaur in the lower part of the maze. Wait, is this not... is this not even close? Okay. I haven't a clue then where this is. My further guess then is going to be it's perhaps in a lower bit of the maze that's not accessible here. And if that's true, we need to find a different way into the lower bit of the maze. Let's see. I like that, though. Which I'm going to have to try to figure out how to get over there. So I think there's an entrance maybe in the northwest tile? Which means we'll have to... oops, I don't want to do that. We'll have to find a way to the northwest tile. And then confirm if there is indeed another stairway down or something. So here's the northwest tile. There's no stairway down here. That's unfortunate. We can continue to head over. Let's check every tile to see if there is a stairway or something. That might be our best bet here. Realistically, it's not that big a stretch to make my way back to the center of this maze. Just a little unnerving because it's all busted apart and shit, but... Is there... Yeah, I already got all that stuff, right? That's already been taken care of. So the other guess is that there would be a stairway in one of these other bits, but it just doesn't seem like it's a thing anymore. But I am curious, like, if we just put some of this stuff back, makes it easier to navigate for sure, but I'm not confident that there exists another stairway to the lower bit, unless it's in the center and I need to solve the puzzle that's in the center first, which I guess is possible. At which point, I need to head back to the center anyways. But let's kind of take our jog over to the rest of the tiles here just to make sure that I'm not missing a pretty obvious stairway. No, I think it's clearly the only stairways in the other part of the maze that we've investigated pretty thoroughly. And otherwise there's this, which is just the center bit of the maze. Which that looks to be pretty much the only bit. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Okay, let's get our butts back to the center then. We'll take a crack at that puzzle again. And see perhaps if there is a workable solution we can figure out. But it's a little harder to navigate when it's all scrambled up like this, but you know, we're managing. So yeah, the only bit here is there's not a second stairway down here, no? It's just this one? Because how the f do I get over to these other bits here? Because it looks like there would be another entrance to this lower bit at some point, right? Well, see, now this kind of looks... I can sort of make out the different bits of the maze tiles on the back there, because if that's 1 through 9, we might be able to suss this out from here. If that's the case, it's a kind of a way to cheese it out, but I don't know that we're going to be able to do it. So let's see. Let's see if I can sketch this out here. All right, so something like that. Which one is the center bit there? That's okay. The center bit is 5. I wonder if these just kind of line up to where they are in the grid. I think, yeah, that might just be it. Because there's no way that's the actual puzzle, the actual solution to it. That looks to be how it is. Yeah, because 9 is the southeast, 7 is the southwest, 8 is the south. Yeah, okay. So I'm not going to bother trying to suss that out. I would laugh if that was the solution, if we go back and put that in. Be like, hey, if that works it out, fine, whatever, but I'd feel awfully silly if that was the solution this entire time. But you never know. I'm gonna take this tile back, just in case. Not that we need those windows broken anymore, but just be helpful to have that in our inventory just in case. Oh, did that kind of muck up the order of our stuff then? Oh, yeah, it kind of did. Boo! Yeah, whatever. Alright, I gotta remember which path goes to where now. I think it's the number 3 one there. Oh no, that's a dead end, so maybe it's number 4. No, that is also a dead end. This is just a slam-a-jam-a circuit here. We need the second one then. There we go. I think that goes to that chest. Yeah, that was one of the American dollars, I think, and this goes back to the actual center. So this would be extremely silly if it was... Oh, that's right. It's fucking... It's hex. It's not 1 through 9. Okay, it's definitely not that then, right? But hey, you never know. Stick it in and see what happens. Eight, 9. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so I have some other notes on this one. Way back in my notebook now. Okay, yeah, we get the rest of those. Here. Boy, that's some really bad notes. Doesn't mean anything at all. Okay, let's start some new notes on this one then. Alright, so what do we got? It's triangle. Kind of like open bottom square, and then kind of the 3D-ish. With the vertical hash down the middle, right? Okay, what could that be? Triangle for the top 3. Keeping in mind that each number for each tile can be 0 through 15 or 1 through 16. Probably 0 through 15, right, Hex? What could that represent here? Because if it's something like literal shapes, like a literal triangle point shape, then it'd really be like 4 or 2. 4 or 2 for each of the top bits, right? And if the kind of open bottom square for the middle 3 bits is like, yeah, just the end cap points to the filled in bits, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, okay, that's kind of hard to count out. Let's go left to right, top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So D. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A. 1, 2, 3. Count a single square as two of them, right? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so it's probably not the end cap bits then, because that exceeds the numbers that we got. What else could it represent? Like that could be total number of exits, right? And maybe the triangle is like number of dead ends or something within the thing. Why don't we try that? Why don't we go triangle is dead ends, and then this is exits. And I wouldn't know what the first one is, or the third one is, the little 3D cube thing represents. But let's try this out first, huh? Dead ends. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the first tile. 1, 2, 3 for the second tile. And then 1, 2. Would you count that as 3? I guess you would count that as 3 there for the third tile. Okay, and then the number of exits, we've got 3 there. Oh, not the top tile, it's the middle tiles for this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the middle. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the right. 4, 3, 3, 5, 8, 7, and then God, what could the cube with the slash down it mean? Like the number of filled in chunks, maybe? So 1, 2, 3 filled in contiguous segments. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None of those numbers go above 9, so that already suggests to me that this is probably incorrect, because they wouldn't give you 0 through F to use if none of them used it. But let's try putting this in here. 4, 3, 3. 5, 8, 7. 3, 5, 5. Prepare to be disappointed. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Hmm. Like, most of these visual bits have been not terribly complex, right? So again, I could already be reading too much into it. But that's pretty on point for me, isn't it? So okay, let's take a look at the thing again and see what else we could be missing. Triangle, open edge square, and like a little 3D cube thing. The hash mark down the center vertically. Like what? That one I think is going to be the hardest one to try to interpret. Okay, let's noodle on that for a bit. Where's the closest exit we have here? It's just around the corner, right? Thought it was just around the corner. Here. Okay, let's let that one stew. And we might have some other recovered stuff that alludes to this too. So maybe... Uh, yeah, okay, the instruction book itself doesn't help. Did we ever go back and talk to the old lady after we did all the eyeball things with her? Because that might yield some info, right? Open the third eye. I don't know what that means. No idea what that means, but maybe the visions. Okay, there's different bits. Is this the this might be the solutions, actually. Okay. Hold up. This might be the solutions for that. Maybe. There are 238, are these in sequence? 48, 53, 57, 60. It stands to reason that these are all in chronological order, right? So it'd be 1973 in the south tile, and then 1982 in the southeast tile. If that's true, oh, there's just weird symbols and shit that I don't understand. I don't understand. Um, like that's clearly 1963. You just cut shit in half, right? But is that the 19? Oh, well, it could be 53, I suppose, huh? But I don't see how these are. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how these have any relation to the symbols, though. This would seem to match up because it's 9 different things. Stuff we recovered from the rooms that were locked by the keys we got out of the maze from those maze tiles, right? But then how would these track to 0 through F here? Unless, again, it's really just counts of visuals, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Well, actually, no. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. And then I guess just one here. Oh, well, maybe not. Actually, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or just two, I guess, because there's only two with open bits there. That one's got the most. This one doesn't have any. So that could be 0, right? I I don't see how the triangle bit would match up though, because it's not literally like visually a triangle, right? And it certainly wouldn't match for these last three either with the weirdo fucking rotatey bits and the 3D whatevers, right? I don't even know what the fuck that means yet. Like maybe number of 2 times the number of enclosed polygons or something, which is 0 for a lot. Well, that's 2014. Are these just... I think these are all referencing just a different year. Or are they all the same year? Because that's 1963 for sure. Don't know about that one. This one is 2014 for sure. Shift the stuff over by 1, right? I don't know about this one. Wouldn't have any clue about this one. Um, hard to interpret that. Hard to interpret that one. This one I think is also 2014. Wow, I have no idea what to do with any of that yet. So, okay, that may or may not have anything to do with the maze thing. Oh, we've still got an unretrieved pattern thing. We've got pretty much everything else. All the books and shit. Is there any of this we haven't used? We definitely used the one about the horseman. Definitely used the Zodiac stuff. Don't remember if we used this yet. I know I was working on a puzzle with that in it, but I'd never... Oh, no, yeah, I did. Right, that was some other sequencing thing. Definitely use that. Use that for this one for the journal. I don't know what this means. I don't know if we've used that yet. Um, I don't. We've probably used that, but I don't know what that was for. Uh, crystal gazing. I think we did that. We looked into the crystal ball and we got the path through the maze or something, or through the other thing. We did sort of things with cards. I don't know if we did anything about that. Oh, right, because we were organizing this a little bit, I think, with the the planetary symbols, right? We used that one already, I know. This, I'm not sure we ever did anything with. This, I'm not sure I ever did with anything with either. Two of those symbols look like the two things from the center maze bit, though. Delta and pi, right? But what would the last one be? The last one be a combination of two of them, maybe? But I'm not sure that's even important for anything. That might be reading too much into it as well. But what would the last one even be then? It'd have to be a combo of something, but none of these have a little kind of 45-degree angle line on them, except for zeta, I guess. Yeah, none of that's really correct. Okay, whatever. Um, Latin phrases was kind of useless. Strobogrammatics was used several times. 24-hour clock we already know about. Roman numerals we've used a bunch. And of course, this one we've got two more to do. The maps, of course. Actually, how many American dollars do we got? $20. We can afford two more of the side bits at the weirdo magician carnival thing. So while we're noodling on probably reading too far into the other things, let's go watch some little side bits. Although I'll still be missing one since I need the last 10 American dollars to afford the last one. Let's see, which one did we do? I think we did this one already, yeah. This one. Yeah, sure. What else are we gonna do with it? And it's the same deal, right? It's the same owl mask girl telling the story. Journey's been long. Legends we speak of. Yeah. The tale of the Baroness and the treasure hunter. Well, we kind of already know that, right? Wasn't that like what the script was all about? Sort of. We'll see if it matches up. Maybe not. Those are different. Okay. Okay. Treasure known as the Third Eye. Okay. Great misfortune. Yeah, probably hubris and shit, right? Hmm. Front row. Lose your eyes, right? That's where this is going. Oof. Okay. Cut out her eyes. Became red paint. weird. Oh, okay. Well, not sure that's super helpful, but thanks. But thanks, I guess. 10 buckos well spent. Alright, well, let's pick the left one here, and maybe this one will make more sense. Tell you something you may have already guessed. Quest of Man, huh? Alright. Human who sought magic. Dated planet palace in the west. Found the third eye. Okay, my vision is magnum opus. Is this talking about the weirdo dude? It's in the hotel here. Maybe not. Okay, paired to him before magic. Okay, alright. I suppose in theory I could save scum to get the last vision here. Even though it wouldn't all be unlocked, right? But I don't think any of these are really direct solutions to any other puzzles, so I don't think I'm missing out just yet. Art is only as good as its spectators, so that's kind of a depressing thought, honestly. Okay. A lot of eyeball cutting out in these stories. Was there something about eyeballs in the first story we listened to last time as well? If so, that's kind of a disturbing through line. Okay. Well, not sure that that was helpful for anything, but alright. Cool. Well, rip another 10 buckos. Because we won't be able to afford this last one. And he'll chide me for being like, hey man, I need your buckos. Can't just do this for free, you know? Yeah, that's what I thought. That does just... And leave that as unretrieved, yeah. Okay. Suppose those were sort of in sequence, accidentally. Alright, well, I mean, at least we got that filled in the menu. Does that count as truth? I guess it does. Great. Alright. What else do we have then? Shortcut 7, of course. Maze center gate, the center of the maze in the mirror world, right? Center of the oh, that's interesting. Oh, shortcut 20 as well. Center of the quiz club, that's separate. Open all these boxes. I log into the computer, right? Which we haven't yet to do. And that's it. So I guess there is one other thing we can do. We can call the dude and be like, hey, give us some advice or whatever. Because we haven't done that yet. And at this point, he might be like, yeah, well, this shit's real obscure, so here's a hint. But before we do that, let's pet the doggo. magician, dreamer. I think that's us. That's me. That's Lorelei, right? And that's weirdo magician dude. And then got artist lady over here, right? And then I don't know what this last one is. Creator. Oh, that might be the weirdo. That might be the weird dude. Okay. Well. Okay. Well, before we call this dude for advice, let's make sure that's not gonna do anything bad to us. Oh, one more check at the dollar reduce here. 2, 6, and 10. Yeah, all right. So there's 2 left in the hotel somewhere, which is weird. I thought we were pretty thorough. Thought we had been pretty thorough about finding this stuff. It's not like there's any doors left we haven't unlocked, right? So it must just be stuff we barely haven't seen or picked up. Which is kind of annoying. I don't want to go through every room. What was he? 1963, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Inform about the magic show, I guess? Yeah, sure. Um, who is the magician? A magician, an optician, and a physician. Okay, any other shins we got in there? Inventor and a writer, that's all you know. Figured out his motives. Um, yeah, advice. Lending an umbrella to a salmon is a fool's errand. Wow, great advice. How about one more time? That's it? That's the advice? Gee, thanks. What an incredible waste of time. I guess we told him about the magic show. Uh, let's call him back one more time. I want to see if we can do that other option then. Be like, hey, are you the magician? Are you the dummy? And I doubt it, because we made the choice, right? Yeah, sure. Trade your nails for sausage, okay? Thanks. Yeah, no news. Okay, never mind. No information gleaned out of that. Where were those other 2 shortcut doors? I feel like those are probably the best chance for getting progress here. Even though they won't lead me to anywhere new. Okay, yeah, there's one in this room, right? And then there's one on the opposite side on the other wing of the first floor. Okay. I do have an idea. I don't think it's this one, though. Number 20. It's got to be number 9. I think it's number 9 is the one I was thinking of that I was noodling on before. But number 20, oh, right, it's this one. Ah. Um... Because I have a few separate notes about this one, I think. But I don't think any of like my brief ideas about it ever panned out. Yeah, here. V plus L equals 135. What the fuck is L, huh? Alright, I have no idea. Because this particular note didn't lead to anything. It's kind of it's stylized in a very specific way, isn't it? But I don't think there might have been a couple other puzzles like this that had that same kind of very angular number style here. Actually, wait a minute. Okay, I just had a thought on this one. Is that actual... Write a fresh note for this one. This actual, like, movement on a number pad here, which would make a lot of sense. Hey, Omega Weapon, how you doing? Good to see you. Because if that's the case, then we've got V, which would be 729, and L, which is 712, right? If it's kind of the opposite way around, which might make sense as well. If it's not a number pad, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from top to bottom. Then it's 1, 8, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Which would make a lot more sense in terms of, hey, get a 2-digit number out of these two things. I think. I don't know. Well, maybe not actually. Because I don't know where the 135 comes into play. How the fuck does that work? Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. That really doesn't. No. I thought I was being brilliant for a second. No, that doesn't work at all. Fuck. Because what was the deal with all of these? These were all self-contained. Didn't really need to look beyond the text or the presentation of the singular puzzle itself, right? So I probably shouldn't need to refer to something external to it to figure it out. That's kind of what we figured out, right? For most of these, or all of them, perhaps. So yeah, that's probably overthinking it. Um, Not unreasonably so, I don't think. Um, but definitely overthinking it. So okay, maybe not. Because some of my other thoughts were like basic math, right? Um, or converting these into Roman numerals, right? Because it'd be V, which is 5, and L, which is 50, right? So I thought L might be 13 because, 13 plus 5, 135, ha 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 ha. But no, I don't think that's right either. Because if that were true, L would just be fucking 50, right? Have I tried 50 yet? I don't even know if I've tried 50. You know what? Maybe it is just plain ass 50. Okay, good. That, you know what? That's fine. I'm okay with that. Um, all right. So what the hell? That wouldn't make any sense either, right? Because it would be, 50 plus 5 would be 55. Well, where the fuck is the 135 coming from, right? Hmm. Okay. Omega Weapon, weren't you saying you had like a little brief idea about this like 4 or 5 sessions ago? And I said, nah, we'll wait until next time, and now next time is suddenly 4 nights later. Um, what was your thought back then, if you remember? You do, but you hate it. It's all right. We're at this point where maybe a little hate is okay. Uh, Angles. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. I can I can see that, you know? I can see that. Ah, but now that you say that, I can think of another bit to this too. So if it is angles, this would be 90, right? If that doesn't work, I've got another idea that just popped in my head, kind of based on that too. So let's try 90 first. Oh, shit. You're fucking right. Wait, hold up. Um, I guess that tracks, right? That does track. See, I'm trying to. I guess that's kind of. Yeah, the V is sort of 45 degrees, I suppose, but. I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. My other thought was that right after you said angles, I'm thinking, wait a minute, that looks like fucking hands on a damn clock, too, right? It's very stylized like that. So that's what I was thinking after the fact. But hey, 90 worked. 90 fucking degrees. All right. That's cool. And it resulted in 0.2% more truth. So hey, progress. Where does this take me? Oh, yeah, just out here. All right. Yeah, that one's probably one of the most obscure of the 19 that we've solved now. So yeah, I don't necessarily like it either. But it's open and it didn't do any progress, but we can check it off the list, you know? Now I want to go back to the other one because I've got a thought on this other one. Which how the fuck do I get back to this? Is it from the outside? It's kind of from the outside, so I have to take the elevator down and around, or I can go way around, like way around, and I don't want to do that. So let's take the elevator. Um, I think the elevator was this way, yeah. Yeah, okay. Which is good, because I think the water closet is down in the basement as well, and our bladder could use an emptying, I suppose. Oh, wait. Where the fuck am I? I went the wrong way. I wanted to go up to floor... I think I wanted to go up to floor 2. Or, alternatively, let's go back up. And take the other stairway down from the first floor. That's what I should have done the first time. I am kind of curious. You know what? Got space for an espresso here, right? Now I'm curious because they give you this option. I don't know why they give you this option, but like always wash your hands, obviously after you go to the restroom. But like, does that do anything? It didn't do anything. Also, I think it undid our speedo mode there. Yeah, it did. Unfortunate. All right, can I get to where I want to go from this stairway then? No. Well, actually, no. Maybe I can because the other stairway up is just over there. Yeah. So the final shortcut door here is number 7, and I've got an idea about this one. If it's the one I think it is. Oh no, it's this one. Shit. What was the other one I was thinking of? I was thinking of number 9, and apparently we did number 9 already. And I forget what the answer to number 9 was. Damn it. So it's this one. Ah, fuck. But I did work out that the solution at least is whatever the numbers are in sequence for Where did I write this down? Square diamond, right? Because if it's square square diamond minus square diamond square plus diamond square, it's just essentially reduced uh, square square diamond minus square 0 0. So it's square diamond. But what the fuck do square and diamond mean? That's what we need to work out here. All right, so that one's done. Trying my best to find out like the numerical relation between these different sections, whether it was like four square or plus plus minus or plus equals plus or whatever the fuck. So let's noodle on this one a bit. So knowing that these have historically been not extremely tricky, right? They're not doing weirdo shit. Mostly read left to right, mostly order of operations, mostly like standard math crap, right? So it's not gonna try to really jerk us around too much, I don't think. It doesn't seem like each row of numbers and symbols would be equal to each other. So that kind of falls apart immediately between row 1 and 2. Like the summation of the digits isn't the thing, right? It doesn't seem to be any sort of standout sequence as you move from digit 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 in each row, right? 1 0 blah 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 0 blah 8 blah 0 9 6 8 1 9 blah. I don't remember if I had put in a guess for this at some point. Probably a couple different ones, right? What did I last guess? 19? 1 9? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't really make sense. Sure, I had my reasons, though. I mean, it really wouldn't be that hard to brute force. It wouldn't take that much time to brute force, right? Because we know it's likely two unique digits. I mean, that would really only cut the space down to 90 separate guesses, right? I'm not doing that. We're not entering things in 90 times just to get the 89 times, right? Okay. Um, hmm. Damn, I was thinking that maybe it was just a jumble of the same four numbers in each row, but that's not true because there's five unique numbers shown. 1, 0, 8, 8, 9, and 6, right? All right, well, I'm thinking about this here. It's really just xxy minus xyx plus yx, which simplifies down to xy minus yx plus yx, right? Which simplifies down to xy. So we know it's square diamond, right? I think I had already said that earlier. So that's as far as I've gotten with that so far. Um, hmm. Let's have a little think about it. So it's not shuffling the numbers between rows. It's probably not the summation of each of the digits in each row are being the same. It kind of can't be, because the first row just kind of blows that out of the water. Well, does it actually? Because it would have to be at least 18. And in order for that to match between row 1 and row 4, in order for that to match between row 1 and row 4, and assuming that each symbol is a single digit number, right? It couldn't be. Well, could it be 9 and 9? No, it couldn't be. It'd have to be something less. It'd have to be 9 and square would have to be 9 and diamond would have to be something lower. Lower-ish. It would have to be 9 and 8 probably, but then that would kind of blow the fourth row summation out of the water. Hey, Game Over, how you doing? Good to see you. So it's probably not summation of individual digits in each row. Um, is it? Is this like a stacked sum of 3 4-digit numbers with the solution as the bottom row? Maybe. That could be. Let's work that angle a bit. No, well, no, that could still be. That could still be. That would mean uh diamond plus square would have to be 10, right? In order for this to work out? Or no, it'd have to be 9. So if the sum of the two digits is 9 and they're unique digits, that decreases the key space for this a lot. And we could work that down. So let's see. We just kind of throw out some guesses here. Uh We go square equals diamond equals. Be 14 plus. I think I like this angle. I just need to think about this a bit. Man, give me a break. I was only a math minor. Hmm. Well, square would have to be 5 or less, right? And we know it can't be 5. I think we know it can't be 5. Well, it could be 5, and then diamond could be 4, right? That wouldn't make any damn sense. But the sum of them has to be less than 10. It could be 9, but probably not. Um, well, no, wait. The sum of them has to be 7. If I'm working this the way I think it's going to work, it has to be 7. So let's go, I don't know, 2 and 5, I guess. Does that track? No, it doesn't. How about 3 and 4? Does that track? Probably not. Fuck. Uh, no, some of them has to be 10. That doesn't make any. Does that make sense? No, some of them has to be 9, right? No, that doesn't work then. Okay, so it's not like a sum the shit up and the bottom line is the solution. No, that doesn't work now. Okay. Um, well, hell, even if your number doesn't work there, Omega Weapon, what do you got? What's your guess? Like we can hear the bwomp and feel dumb together. That'll lift our spirits, right? 80? Okay, let's give it a try. Why not? You were bang on about the right angle thing before. Aw. Aw. All right. Okay. Uh 80, huh? You know what? Let me just figure that through once. Because it would be 880 minus 808 plus 80, right? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Um, okay. Because one of my other thoughts way early on was that it was mirrored, like line down middle, flip them, and then it's fine like that. One of my other thoughts was, hey, it's doing a weird fucking flip-a-do with rotating the numbers, right? Because the third row is like, oh yeah, 9 flipped over is 6, blah, 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 right? Um, so that would suggest 0. Well, actually, that would suggest 80, wouldn't it? Sort of. Um, but okay, I can sort of see how you'd get 80 though. Um, oh no, we are not doing any sort of fucking matrix math. Are you kidding me? Oof. You know, I draw the line at fun puzzles before we reach linear algebra. Hmm. Yeah, this is a real noodle scratcher, huh? And the real kicker to this is we don't need to do this. This is entirely a fucking convenience to get from the first floor east wing into the first floor center bit. So we don't even need to do this, but unfortunately my other options for progress are very limited. For actual progress is all right. So let's let that cook a bit. Because what can I fucking do? What can it tell me to do? It's the shortcut 7, which we're on right now, right? The maze bits, which I have no idea what to do with any of those. And the one quiz question that we have no info about is I don't think we can do that without solving one of the other maze bits. The center of the quiz club. All the rest of these are crossed off and taken care of. The supercomputer login, I've got one of 3 worked out, but the other 2 bits are still fucking mysterious. And that's it. That's the extent of it. Otherwise, we can try to track down the $2 that are left in the hotel, the 4 that are in the prototype bits, and a couple others elsewhere, right? Or there's the shortcut door, which feels like the most attainable of everything. Okay. Is this something visual, maybe? That, hey, the square is one number, but if you cock it 45 degrees, it's another valid number for the diamond? Does any number like that exist here? I don't think so, right? That doesn't make any damn sense. And even then, how would it play into the rest of the damn puzzle? Yeah, okay, no, forget it. That's dumb. I've got it. This is a fucking binary sequence. 1024, 2048, 4096, 8192. You've got to be fucking kidding me. It's 42. Son of a bitch. If this is right, I hate it. Fuck! I hate it. I hate it! Actually, no, I don't, because there have been a couple sequencing puzzles in here. It just took a long time to fucking recognize what it was. Yeah, 1024, 2048, 4096, 8192. Son of a bitch. Fuck. Fuck. And at least get us another 0.2% truth, and sure fucking did. Alright. That's all the shortcuts, and we popped a Chivo for it too, so hooray. Dopamine hits for everybody. Okay. The baller peak. Yeah, well, maybe. Maybe. Okay, so then the last bits is really all the maze stuff. It's the maze stuff, it's tracking down American dollars, it's... Yeah. And I think one of the maze things relies on the other mazes thing, too, so... Well, actually, no, we've got 2 options here, right? I could go back through some of the others, which, hold on a second. Let's find a computer. I think there are 2 American dollars in the quiz club yet. The quiz club maze, the mirror maze, right? Nope, we've got all the American dollars there. So I'm real curious if we've done like a lot of the early ones. Have we done all of the early ones? Let's save that. I don't want to do that puzzle again. Let's save this. Well, let's go back into the quiz club mirror maze thing. Where was it? I think it was further up to the north. I know it's on the west wing of the first floor here. Yeah, there it is. Because the one with the number of statues by the Minotaur in the lower bit of the other maze is the one we need to progress here. But I don't remember if we ever kind of about-faced and went towards the start of the maze instead. Right? So I think if we turn right... No, if we don't turn right there. Yeah, because this takes us around in a circle. $2 American dollars. We have to turn right here and turn right here. Nope, that's a dead end. We turn right here. Turn right. Yeah, okay, it was this dude over here. I think this is the question about the statues by the Minotaur or whatever, right? How many statues stand by the Minotaur below the red maze? Don't know, can't find that out because we can't get to whatever bit that is. No idea. We'll come back later. But I am curious if there is any other like real low bar questions we can answer super early on, you know? In order to get back to where that's a thing, we need to go backwards through this whole thing now. Now we're in the southeast. Another exit there, right? These are worthless again, right? Yeah, because there's nothing there. We already got all the keys. Nothing to do there. Now we're in the south tile. That leads to another broken window. That's nothing. Now we're in the southwest tile. This, I believe, was either an exit or nothing. Yep, okay. That was an exit there. That led to another broken window there. This should lead us up to the west tile. Were there other exits here? We did all these, actually. And got all the American dollars, right? Might have done these kind of accidentally on the way. Oh, no, there's a dude right there. All right, what's this dude's deal? Gamble to pass or perish, right? Whatever. Which year the exhibition, blah, blah, blah. Oh, right. We know this. Well, we have the information in our photographic memory that that allows us to answer this, right? The year of the blah, 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 right? Uh, which one was that? thought we had found this. Fuck. Which one was it? There we go. 1953. 1953. Debut of blah 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 blah, right? Mhm. 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 Okay. I don't know that that matters because we already had this other path around him. Um, but I knew there was at least that. Because then there's just two left. It's the dude that's actually blocking our path. With the question about the statues and shit. I don't remember if we ever did the remainder of these. Yeah, that one's just a window. Okay. Did most of this because American dollars and whatever. Okay. Exit there. Go there. I'm gonna go around and check the last one that I know of early in the maze. I think this was the initial entrance, right? This is when we first got in here. We came in through that door. At this point, there's only one other crossover to a different tile. But I don't remember if I had done this or not. Oh, I think this is actually the wrong path, and the other path doesn't lead to a crossover bit anyway. So we're down to two. And we can't see the last one until we answer the intermediate one, so honk. May as well just walk all the way back to the closest exit to the one where we can actually do it, right? And then we can go to the other maze and try to noodle over that one a bit. But I have a feeling that one's gonna elude me forever. I tried to figure it out earlier tonight, I couldn't get any traction on it. That was the wrong path. Go to the outside on this one. Actually, I don't know if this is correct. I think it is. No, because that leads me up and around, so I need to go to the other one. Oh. Alright, now it should be in the south tile, I think. To get up to the east tile, and I think that's the exit we're gonna need to take, because that's the closest one. No, it needs to be... Shit, where was the exit here? It's over here to the right. Fuck. I don't remember. Oh, wait, is this different? No, this is the right one. Okay. No, I don't know this answer, but where was the closest exit to this? Do I have to go through? No, because that was an American dollar there. Where was the exit? Other tile there. Oh, I think I know where it is. It's up here and over here, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, well, we'll save that. I'm gonna go back and deal with the other one that we actually had the answer to. Again. So yeah, there's just 2 more in the quiz club, which does make sense, I guess. 4 in the prototypes, 4 in the red maze. What does that mean? That must be the other maze, right? And then 2 in the hotel itself, which I've pretty much given up on finding those other 2, because we'd have to go through every fucking room and be like, oh, which corner didn't I fucking catch a passing glimpse at an American dollar? Not doing that. We've done our due diligence, mostly. But I do want to go back to the other maze, so that's up on the 3rd floor. Yeah. Okay. Where am I in relation to where I need to be? Is it the second one over? I think it's the second one over. No, it isn't. It is, in fact, the 3rd one over. I was in the right spot. I just need to go a little bit further. Oops. I just need to not cut out there. Go to the left. I think it's the one on the bottom. Yeah. This gets us to the center here, which I have not worked out what the fuck this means. The best I can figure is that each of those is related in some way to each tile of this maze. Triangle being for the top 3, the little open square on the bottom for the middle 3, and then the sort of cube split down the middle for the bottom 3. Don't know what those symbols mean. Best I've got so far is that they mean different aspects of each tile. So one of them might be exits, one of them might be dead ends, one of them might be total filled in bits. 0 through F, so it's hexadecimal. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this. So let's take a look at the map of the maze and see, like, what could stand out about this? What could stand out about these things? So, triangle for the top 3. And the way these things are presented, the way those little symbols are presented, it looks like the triangle and like the open square, those are Greek letters, right? That's delta and pi. I don't know what this bottom one is, if that's true. Like, that doesn't seem to track at all. Unless it's just a very angular way to present iota, I guess? I don't know. I don't know how that kind of maps with the rest of this, but what did I say? I said Greek, right? Yeah, here. Or maybe phi. Phi was the one I was thinking of, not iota. Um, but does that track? Because like delta and pi are pretty spot on. They're very angular, geometric. It matches pretty much onto that. I don't know how that relates to the maze itself, but that's an interesting thought. Um, yeah, because I don't know what that other bit would even look like. It doesn't have a direct thing to it. The other option is that the last bit is it's a combination of something in here, right? Could it be that? But even so, how would that translate back to the maze itself, right? And this is getting to the point of this is a deep enough puzzle within the game where I expect it's a bit more complicated. Like the shortcut puzzles definitely use the information that's on that page and that's it, right? This one a bit more involved. So triangle, open square thing, and then sort of pseudo 3D thing, right? That's how it's kind of presented. So what could that mean? Closed figure, open figure, and 3D figure? 2D, 3D, 4D? Like what's the logical progression here? What could that be? Because my earlier thought was, oh yeah, number of dead ends, number of exits on each tile. And then the third one I kind of fell down on. I couldn't fucking relate that to anything within the maze. Hmm. I mean, I'd hate to leave this like here at where I presume we're like very near the end or the conclusion or some sort of end spot to the game, right? We've come so far. It'd be silly to just not solve these last few bits, but this is stretching even my ability to interpret these esoteric puzzle things, right? So if we take these three at a time, top row, triangle, like what does that mean? The other kind of related clues we have are the nine visions from the old lady too, which I thought might have been related to this too. You know, nine things, nine tiles, nine bits. You know, each tile gave us a key to a certain room. Each room had a year associated with it and a solution to the puzzle boxes that gave us a bit to feed the old lady to give us a thing from her. Right? That seems like a bit of a stretch because that's like five fucking layers deep. Um, but if we go with that, so this would be the top left corner. This would be the south. Yeah, nice top. This would be the northwest corner, and this to me reads 1963 because one area, nine area, six area, three area, right? It doesn't match the year that tile provided, but that's at least one kind of combination of it, right? which is bizarre to me. I I don't know how this is gonna translate into the solution for it, but let's kind of try to interpret these the way it is. Um, and then this one, number of triangles, right? So 2, 0, 1, 4. That's a year we've been using a lot the way it is, right? And this one I couldn't figure out. I don't know what the fuck to do with this one. Is it number of perhaps number of squares, number of filled in squares? This would be one, maybe 1951, which actually that doesn't make any goddamn sense. But if we're going with the whole basis of years, like the second one has to be 9. There's no way it's not. Well, all of these are 4 digits, right? Or 4 little groupings of symbols. This one is clearly 1963 again, which doesn't make a whole damn lot of sense to me, but let's go with it. And then this would be the middle tile. Um, Not really sure how to interpret this one. Well, actually, if this is number of pluses, number of plus signs, it's 1963 again, right? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Also 1963. That's fucking bizarre to me. I don't know how the hell that's going to relate to anything, but let's go with it. And this one screams 2014. If you take like a gauge reading or something, 2014, which to me is very strange again, but whatever. And this would be the southwest tile here. This one it just boggles me. I have no idea. This one also is kind of confusing. This one is very clearly 2014. You kind of cut them in half and then shift them over a bit. Which I haven't a fucking clue how this would relate to the center of the maze puzzle, but I feel like this might be a step towards something else. This kind of screams 1963 to me as well, because you can sort of get 1, 6, and 3 out of that. Sort of. A bit of a stretch. Um, I don't know how you would get a 9 for the second bit, though. Like, that's kind of what makes me concerned about this. And this one, I have no idea what she would even do with this. Uh, Yeah, I don't even know how to interpret these symbols. This kind of screams like rotate something around something, right? But I would have no idea what and why and how. Well, mostly what and why. Um, the how is kind of irrelevant. Oh, actually, I I think I see what this is. This is 18 this is 1847 because it's taking the bits that it's connected to and rotating them back around. Which one was this? Okay. This is 1847. Okay, I think I see that one. This one I'm still kind of boggled by. This one also. Well, because all of these numbers, all of these years are pretty common with solutions with the other puzzles too. 1847, 1963, and 2014, right? So what would this one be? Of those three, which one would this one be? I think it's the 19. No, it can't be 1963. I think these are evenly distributed, so this might be 1847 somehow. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how I would interpret it that way, but well, actually, no, I do see it. That's 1847. It's just duplicated and rotated, right? 1847. Yeah. Which one was this? Top corner. Okay. Fine, right? Um, so that just leaves the 1970, oops, 1973. And this one I had initially thought, oh, hey, yeah, it's 1963, no problem. Um, I don't think that's the case now. I think it's one. It's one something. There's some kind of rotation or some other transformation to this that makes this. Huh. Well, actually, now I'm not so sure. I kind of trying to see this in my mind's eye here, but it's this one is less obvious as to what's going on here. I want to take a look at the middle ones again. All right, this one is clearly 1963. This one is also 1963. That was the plus ones, right? The intersections. Number of intersections makes a lot more sense than number of pluses, doesn't it? I'm an idiot. Um, And then this one I read is what, 2014, right? Yeah, that one makes sense. This one was 1847, right? Because of the rotations. This one was 2014 because of the cut in half and move over type shit, right? So it's just this one. This one I'm thinking is also 1847 somehow. Just haven't quite ironed out what that means. Or how that would come to pass, rather. The one is pretty obvious. Um, the rest is not. Because how the fuck do I get an 8 out of a fucking polygonal C here? Um, I guess he would just kind of. Well, does it give me enough segments to do an 8? I guess it does. You would just kind of rotate the center bit a little bit and kind of flatten it out, right? I'm not so sure about the 4. The 4 is probably the. Well, I think the 4 still makes sense there. The 7 is kind of rough too, though. Like, how the hell do you warp that into a 7? I'm I'm gonna guess that it's 1847 because that would leave three of each: 1847, 1963, and 2014. I don't know how to interpret this into anything else, but we've got some stuff. We've got some stuff. Now, how this might relate to the maze bit is really beyond me at this point. Because I don't think that's going to work out to basic bitch math, right? There's no way. If I just take the top left, it'd be 1932 versus 1963. That's not 16 or less, 15 or less, rather, hexadecimal. That's not how that works. There was something in the mausoleum. This was kind of similar in the mausoleum too, though, wasn't it? It was these same 3 years that we were manipulating with the tiles, I think, or at least the back, like the far back set was these 3 years for some reason. I don't know why, but okay. Well, assuming that this is right, which is a bad thing to assume, how does this translate into the fucking maze thing? Does it? I mean, it's the same 3 by 3 grid of things. That's what leads me to kind of connect them together. Like, what's with the triangle? What's with the open fucking square? And what's with the pseudo 3D thing? There is one other option. There's one other puzzle I think we can consider tonight. Since I don't think I'm gonna tie this all together just yet. Let's go to the supercomputer. Um, because I would really. Okay, good. They give me an exit straight here. That's nice. Because we've got the first third of it. The first third of it, the username, we've got that. We got the red symbols from the posters. That's what that is. The second and third bits are still a bit of a mystery. Well, the third bits we might already have too. Those are the memory addresses. Which actually we might have just figured that bit out right now. The middle bit is kind of the concern. Because that's the not Tetrominoes thing, which I don't think I've seen enough of that to really... to draw any fucking relations between that and a 9... well, not even a 9-digit entry. I don't know how many things they want us to enter for that. Where the fuck was this thing now? It was the elevator. The elevator down to the basement or the cellar or whatever the fuck. And then go down another 2 floors. Right? So B1, B2, B3. Save, sure. And B4, right? There's also these fucking eyeballs. Which, like what? What do I use these for? I got 2 eyeballs. Inserted into sockets in parallel dimensions or dreams. What does that mean? I can't put these in to anything. I don't think. Alright, but computer. So username, password, and memory sequence. Username, we've recognized these symbols. We know what these symbols are. Not even gonna bother putting them in, because I don't think I can do the rest of them. I don't know what the fuck to do with these. Like, what? We've seen these before, but we also don't have a solid-ass sequence of these to put in, right? And there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason. Let's see, how many of these are there? There's 9, 18, 27, 30. There's 30 of them. What is this shit? This last bit is what I think we just had. Although there's a lot more years here than I was expecting, so I'm not sure what to do with this. I also think this is tied to the debugging of the prototypes we did earlier as well. And that's something that I need to kind of map out and come up with a sequence for as well. So that might be something entirely different. Because this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inputs. And I don't know how these kind of relate to different years either. 32, 38, 1932, 1938, 1948, 1953, 1957, 1960, 1962, 1973, and 1982. What the hell? I don't necessarily understand the difference there. And then, well, there's 1847, 1963, and 2014 as well on the left. I don't know what the fuck that means. Yeah, the only thing we've got for sure is the user. The rest is just kind of weird. I would need to examine pretty much all of this other shit and see, like, oh, hey, yeah, here's a bunch of not Tetrominoes. Maybe that's a thing. The other bit, let's see, we've got 9 lost script pages. We've got 9 the third eye pages. Do any of these have, like, anything, any symbols on them? Any fucking... Uh, like there's probably something to these that I just don't. I just don't get it. I can't tie this together to save my life. Yeah, because most of this stuff, I'm pretty sure that there's just a lot of extra info that I don't need. Uh, um, there's also the deal with this here. Like I don't, well, like what's this last unretrieved memory under patterns and inscriptions? That bothers me a bit. I know what this last bit in stories is. I don't have the $10 dues to pay to see that one. Messages from the past we've already kind of done. Here yeah, this is the different stuff here. So we've got a little bit of time yet. Let me at least write these down in sequence, right? Maybe maybe we'll recognize a pattern. So 2C2, C52, D23, 16A, AE8, 0C8. Oh, I didn't write these small enough to all fit on the same line. Okay, that's fine. 9F0, D57, 0E5. That's pretty clear. Like memory addresses were 100% there. 100% there. Um if we convert these from obviously hex to something else, what is that? 116, 256, right? You know, I'm curious. Yeah, we just got these three, and it gives us a calculator. Excuse me. And a calculator. That's it. It's just a calculator, right? Okay, so clearly not required for anything. Yeah. I wonder if it's worth converting these into numbers if this will lead to anything of value. My guess is no. Then again, this might be the intersection of the 3 years on the left and then the 9 years along the bottom for the memory entry for the computer, right? So 2C2 would be 512 plus um we have a built-in calculator. Use it, you dummy. 512 plus what the hell is, oh my god. What's 16 times what is C? 10, 11, 12 plus 5, 12 plus 2. So 706, right? C52 would be 12 times 256, woofa dofa, plus 5 times 16, which would be 80. Not times. 3152 plus 2 would be 3154, right? Okay. So far, kind of within the spread of years that we got, right? Um, D23, you sunk my battleship, would be 13 times 256, plus 32, plus 3 would be 3363. Okay, 16A would be 256. Let's see, what's 6 times 16 is 96, right? Plus 256, plus 10, so 362. These numbers are still kind of within the realm of possibility for what I'm thinking about. AE8. That would be 256 times 10, which would be 2560. 14 times 16 plus 2560 plus 8 would be 2792. Okay. 0C8. C would be 12, right? 12 times 16. 192, which I should have known. Plus 8 would be 200. All right, almost there. Then we can start looking for patterns. 9F0. It'd be 9 times, oops, not 1. Goodness. 9x256. Plus 15 times 16, which would be 240, right? Yeah. Plus 0, which would be 2554 on its own. 44. 44? 44. Did I say 54? 44. D57 should be 13 times 256. Plus 5 times 16, which is 80. Plus 7, so 3415. Okie dokie. And then 0E5, which is 14 times 16. Don't know that offhand. 224 plus 5, so it'd be 229. Okay, I think all those numbers are within the realm of possibility there with the years, the intersection of years, right? Maybe? I guess we can go take a look. I think are we still by the thing, right? Yeah, all right. Let's see. I want to prove out a couple of these numbers just to be sure if I'm, well, I won't be sure if I'm on the right track until the entire thing is solved. But 706. Maybe that's not within the realm of possibility. I don't. How would that even track? uh. Okay. How would that even track? Um. Because there's not a difference or a sum between these two that makes sense. Is there? There isn't, right? Well, no, that doesn't make sense either. The third one is 3363. And not even that kind of makes any sense, does it? Because that's not even close. That's not close at all. Yeah, all right. That was probably an exercise in futility. Um, well, story of my life. Uh, so I don't think any of those numbers has any fucking relation to this. That doesn't seem right at all. I don't know why I just did that. Maybe just to feel like I was making progress. Um, yeah, I don't know what to do with these. Like, this feels very much like the memory addresses we pulled from debugging the prototypes. So I translated all of those into from hex into normal decimal, got this sequence of numbers, and now these numbers do not line up to any intersection of these. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. So this is probably not worth anything. Not worth the time put into it. I am curious though. If we back out of this entirely, we've got the sequence of shit, I think, for the first entry. So I'm curious if it says anything different if we get, like, say, the correct username, because we know these symbols. I've got these written down already in sequence here. Okay, 4 up. Uh, uh, that's like 433 or something. Actually, do these match up at all? It might be this one. No, because it looked like the. Oh, here. Yeah, here. Because the first one was this one. And we've got kind of like the dancing cactus here. And then we've got kind of the weirdo gaps on the top all the way around. Which I think was this one. Yeah. And then we've got the two down, one up. Which was this one here, and then kind of the weirdo square in like that. So that, I'm pretty sure, is the sequence of 5 for that. No idea what to do with this. Like, fucking, I don't know that we've seen a sequence of not tetrominoes. I guess these are all 5s? No. There's a couple 6s in there. So pentominoes and sextominoes. Oh, there's a couple 7s in there as well. So septominoes. Um, yeah, I don't think I've seen any of those around. At least not in a sequence that might be considered a password. So this is just kind of a blah 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 blah. Sure, we'll go with 5 entries, I guess. Um, and then this is the memory sequence shit, which I have no fucking clue what to do with this. This might, well, if this is in sequence from the visions and shit, right? This would be 1963, 2014, 1847, 1963 again, and again, and 2014, sure, and 1847, 1847, 2014. That would be that. But there's no way I got the middle bit right, so what is it going to say? It's going to say, yeah, fuck you, you're dumb. Yeah, so it didn't give us any clues as to that anyways. So realistically missing the center bits. The center bit with the not tetrominoes. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to do otherwise with this. Pretty confident in the first bit with the username. Not so confident in the other shit. Because these are pretty clear. Like, these definitely match up the symbols on the first set of bits. No question. Really. No room for error. Second and third bits are a bit um, less clear. But I think we'll just have to leave it where it is for now. I'm spent. Like, we figured out 1.5 of the dumb fucking shortcut things. I guess 2. 2 in full, to be fair. 2 in full. Got that little spark of inspiration for the last one, but after that, it's just like, I have no idea what to do now. So we might give this another halfway go for next week, and then we'll have to either look up the rest of the shit or just let it sit for a bit and we'll come back to it. But I have no idea what to do with the rest. And frankly, it's still the start of the new year, so we should probably take that as a cue to play something new as well. We'll see how we feel come next week. But I will, at the very least, save. Never not save, especially for a game that does not autosave. Which I find a little bit refreshing, to be honest with you. I don't need something autosaving for every fucking step you take. Give us a little something to lose, just in case. Get some stakes on the table. All right. But we're gonna call it there for tonight. We got like 0.4% truth. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. All right. That'll do it for tonight. Next stream will be tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. CST. It'll be Shmup Book Club. So more of Air Garrett. Or we could try Gana Blade, which is the existing quarterly that's been around for a month that I haven't tried yet. Or we could try Raystorm, which is the new quarterly for start of 2025 here. Friday, Saturday, we're off. And then Sunday, 7 p.m. CST will be long play. So could possibly go back to Dead Cells one more time because it's still very fun. Or we could pick up something new. Depends. And then next Monday, 7 p.m. CST. We'll see how we're feeling about this. I don't know that there's enough stuff for us that we can do within a reasonable amount of time for Lorelei and the Laser Eyes here. So we might be starting a new game next Monday. But we'll see how we feel closer to. That'll be 7 p.m. CST. All right, that'll do it for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.